Not Worth the Time with Wade Taylor. Yo, top of the morning to you fucking little bastards. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing all right, having a good old time, enjoying themselves, having good weeks, you know, staying on top of things, being productive. It's a tough one. Yeah, it is a tough one. It's been a weird couple weeks. I know everybody's doing weird, but that's okay. Everything is weird. I found out I'm learning new things, though. I have been, like always, every fucking week, I'm bringing something new to you guys where old Wade's learning something new. I learned the other day, did you know it's actually possible to spend over $30 at a Walgreens? I didn't know it was possible. I honestly didn't know. Like, I mean, not even like, oh, yeah, of course you can. Like, by going to the pharmacy, you definitely spend more than $30 there. Especially if you don't have insurance. Yuck. No. I'm talking about, like, just buying shit in Walgreens. It is possible to do that. They should be mandated. If you're walking around a Walgreens and you have one, they don't have actual shopping carts there. If you're walking around with one of those just little carry baskets, it's completely full, and you're holding other items, you should legally have your employees walk up and be like, "Come on, man, what are you doing?" Like, I know shit's hitting the fan right now, and you're trying to stock up, and this is one of the only places that still has stuff, but you can't be fucking buying this much shit from Walgreens, man. It's not right. It's not good. It's not a good look. I wasn't even trying to, like, stock up. That's the craziest part. I think it's just I never realized how expensive a Walgreens is. It's a move up from how much it costs at like convenience stores, like gas stations and stuff. Those are a step up in price. Like, you pay a little more when you go to a gas station. You're paying even more when you go to a Walgreens for some reason. Which I get it, man. Like, they don't got people buying it, so you got to upcharge where you can, right? Got to upsell. I get it. I didn't even have that much stuff, though. It was like, I think the problem was I bought some stuff I would never buy, and it was because my girl needed it. You know, my girlfriend needed it, and I'm a good boyfriend, so I went out and I got it. You know, I can't wait to hear how many people do, like, they're brave. Like, yeah, man, I am a man. You know what I did during this giant outbreak when everybody told me to stay home? I braved it for my family, for my girlfriend. I went out and I got hairspray from Walgreens. I'm the bravest motherfucker you could think of, man. I went out. They told me, the government told me not to go out. But I went out and I got fucking Doritos and Sunkist soda from Walgreens. I defied it all, man. I was on top of it. Just like people, like, that's going to be our generation's war stories, our World War II stories. God damn it. Fucking grandfathers talk about how they were the cleanup crew on fucking Normandy Beach finding dog tags to send home to widows. And I'm here, yeah, man, I went out there. Some dude coughed in an aisle, and I fucking covered my fucking mouth with my. I did the jacket cover, you know, where I had an unzipped jacket. It was cold out. I should have had it zipped up to keep the heat inside, you know. But, like, it's a stylistic choice. I like to make sure that my jacket's unzipped so you can see the t-shirt and the full outfit, because I put a lot of thought into it. So, but because of that, it worked out great. For one time, fashion over functionality worked out real well for me, because then fashion turned into functionality, you know. And I just grabbed that coat and pulled it over my mouth, just whap. Wow. And then I was like, I'm not getting this Corona today. And you just, like, run through the aisle. And I snagged the goddamn Doritos. That was my Normandy Beach moment. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I couldn't believe it racked up that fast, though. I mean, I just bought some chips. What did I buy? I bought chips, some snackage, bought some hairspray, the essentials. Face wash. Bought some face wash. Then I got some soda, some burrs, and coffee. Yeah, so, you know, only the essentials is what I got from Walgreens, you know. Making sure I'm staying on top of this. People are not getting less weird, though, from this whole thing. There's still fucking weird people everywhere you go right now. It is bonkers, and I don't know when it'll stop. It never will. I just have to accept the fact that I have the face. I have the face, guys. And nobody knows what the face is, but I'm going to explain to you what the face is. I have a face that people, when they see me in public, they have an overwhelming urge that they have to talk to me. And I don't even mean just like do the normal, hey, how's it going? Oh, or walk by and the nod or the like, nice day, huh? Oh yeah, it's a great day, and keep going. No, people straight up tell me full life stories, conversations, and all sorts of shit. And this is still happening in this so-called pandemic that we're having. Like, we're social distancing. Like, places you go have taped down boxes where you're supposed to stand when you're in line, so and there's like spaced out between people, so you're not all standing in a fucking line anymore. Places are doing that, and motherfuckers are still coming up and talking to me and saying things that like I had no desire to talk to them. I'm just doing things minding my own business, and then people just interject themselves. This is the weirdest one. The weirdest interaction I've had in a long time, because I'm pretty sure this woman I've seen before, right? Almost 100% positive. It's one of these people. They have a really recognizable face. They look the same. I think it's just she just looks like the same person. So, right, I'm walking down the stairs to take my dog out to the bathroom. She's got to pee. I'm gonna go take her to pee. Right, Harper? We're gonna pee. You're gonna pee. Harper's right here next to me doing the podcast. I pick her up, but she's like 35 pounds, and I don't want to pick her up right now. It's too heavy. I don't want to. You're not heavy, Harper. You're perfect weight. You're perfect dog. Perfect dog. Anyway, I'm taking her down to pee because she's got to pee. When your dog got to pee, you take him out to pee. So I'm taking her down the stairs. I'm walking down. And at the base of the stair, not even at the base, right? It's like there's the base of the stairs, and then about 12 feet over against the wall is this woman in a safety vest. Already weird, you know? But I give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she's a volunteer. She just got off work. She did, whatever. Who knows? Like, there's probably some reason, rhyme or reason to that, right? So I just keep walking. But what alarmed me, too, in a safety vest, that didn't alarm me. What alarmed me is originally she's standing like 12 feet away, but she's got her back against a wall, but she's got her phone that she's like tilting at an angle and like pointing it at like the stairs or pointing at something. It looks like she's pointing at the stairs. So I'm walking down the stairs, and she's got this phone angled that way. And nobody looks at their phone at an angle. I don't give a fuck if you have the laziest eye in the world, and that's in the lazy one that leaks all the way over here. You don't hold your phone at that angle so both your eyes can see it. Like nobody, you hold it straight up. You only do that. That's the international sign. As I'm taking a picture, I shouldn't be. That's what an angled phone like that is. I'm taking a picture, I shouldn't be. And you're trying to, you're just holding it to the side. That's the international sign of I'm trying to catch somebody doing some stupid shit. So I'm walking down. I freeze because it freaks me out, and also I stop because my dog stops. So when my dog stops in midway walking down the stairs, I stop, and I see her too, but it freaks me out when my dog stops. So I'm like, what's she doing? And we just kind of keep going down, and I'm like, I tell Harper, I'm like, it's okay, Harper, let's keep going. So she goes down the steps, and we go down. She goes to pee, and the lady says hello to me, and I'm like, hello, and I just continue about my business. And then she goes, just so you know, I was taking a picture of this this apartment door over here with the number on it. Okay, that's fine. I turn back to my dog like, okay, that's weird. Now, because I wasn't alarmed to begin with. Like, I was a little like, yeah, that's weird. But now I'm alarmed because you're trying to explain yourself to a stranger who just caught you doing something weird. And she's in a fucking safety vest. So now you have two types of weird happening now. So now I'm on higher alert, right? Like I'm like the terrorist alarm system. I'm probably at a yellow. I'm close to getting to an orange though. And that I get to an orange when she brings up the fact that she is Utah licensed like server of papers. I don't even know what you call that, but she goes around and serves people papers, right? And she pulls out like a badge, and she's like, "Yeah, no, I'm with the Utah like Department of something." And she pulls out a fucking badge that I could see it has like the outline of the state of Utah on it. I'm not gonna go over and read her fucking badge. Like that was the weirdest part. Is it was like a laminated like Coachella pass. Like oh yeah, you just show this pass, and like yeah, like and people believe you like that. She could have made that whole thing up. I'm not gonna walk over and be like, yeah, I need to see those credentials. Like I'm just some random dude taking my dog out to piss, and this lady's like, here's my credentials, and pulls them out. What, lady? I'm not gonna I'm not gonna come over and check out your credentials. And like also you're serving people. She's like, that's why I was taking this picture. I just don't want you to be like weirded out. And I'm like, I just turn her. I'm like, you've made this 20 times weirder than it needed to be. This is weird because you're explaining it. I had no thought to why you were doing what you were doing to begin with. Now I'm concerned because you're explaining to me why you're doing what you're doing, and it's freaking me out because you're with the law, and Wade doesn't trust the law. No, I whatever. I have buddies who are cops and stuff. Shout out to the law enforcement. But regardless, it's weird. You don't like if she just like ignored me, got back on her phone, get the time to texting away. I'd peed and walked upstairs, and no fucking thing about it. I wouldn't even thought twice about it. But now I can't stop thinking about how weird that interaction was. And the only reason I think I've seen this woman before is because I think she is telling the truth, though. Because I've seen that woman one other time. And I took the dog, and it's at like 5:30, 5:45 in the morning. I take my dog out to go to the bathroom. And I'm walking down, and I see her like leaning up against, on the opposite side of the building, leaning up against like a little pole area. And she's like kind of waiting in the corridor between like all those apartments down there. And I'm just like, well, that's weird. And I'm like, oh, maybe she's just like on a morning walk. It was nicer in the morning or whatever, like springtime. So maybe she's just waiting to go on a walk and she's taking a break. So she's like stepped out like off of the sidewalk. Makes sense. I go take my dog. And she like, right when I'm letting the dog pee, I'm like half asleep still. And then I'm walking back. She goes, oh, by the way, I'm just waiting here for somebody. I'm just so you don't think I'm like sitting here being weird and just whatever. Yet again, lady, wouldn't have thought twice about it had you not just been like felt like you had to go out of your way to explain why you're there. That's the weirdest part to me. Like I didn't go like walk up and like, what are you doing here? I was minding my own fucking business. Mind your own business. That's how you get away with shit. You stay away from people. You know. It was just, yeah, so people are still doing that shit. That was, so I'm pretty sure it's the same lady, and this is where it got real weird. She's like, she explains all to me that, and I'm like, yeah, you made this 20 times weirder than it needed to be. There's no need for you to, like, explain that to me. I'm just like, okay, thanks, I'm gonna go now. And I'm like, come on, Harper. I'm like trying to get my fucking dog. I'm like, come on, let's go. And she's like, come walking, and Harper's starting to walk over to her, and she's like, oh, can I say bye to her? And I was like, nah, she's not that friendly. And she's a very nice dog to people. I don't want her pet my dog because she's weirding me out. Also, too, I'm not gonna let you pet my dog in a pandemic. We're not supposed to shake fucking hands right now. You think I'm going to let you pet my dog? I wash my dog maybe once, twice a month at the most. Like, that's how often we clean the dogs. So, you want me to jeopardize... I don't even know if you're washing your hands. Maybe you're one of those crazy conspiracy theory people who thinks, oh, this is like, it's not a big deal. Like, this virus isn't killing anybody, and you're not washing your hands, and you've been infected. I don't fucking know your life. You're out here serving subpoenas and shit to people. Like, and let's be honest, most people getting subpoenas are not the cleanliest people. And that's a judgment I'm making right now. I don't care. So, but I'm not going to let you pet my dog in a fucking pandemic, I wouldn't let you pet my dog in a regular time because I don't fucking know you. It's weird. I don't like when people who don't know people come up and touch people's dogs. It's very weird. At least she asked. I will say that. There's a lot of people who won't ask, and those people are the ones you got to watch out for. Like, if you just walk up to some random stranger's dog, like, oh my God, like, no. I actively avoid other people's dogs just because I don't know what's going on with their dogs. You know what I mean? It's weird. Like, I love dogs, but I just don't want to fucking deal with your dog. Your dog probably doesn't know what's going on, and like, you should be totally afraid if your dog just walks up to random strangers because you do not have a good control in your dog. You know, you should definitely have a control your dogs. Be a dog, control your dogs. Know what I'm saying? You know. But yeah, guys, I hope everybody's staying safe out there. Don't let strangers pet your dogs, and don't answer the door when people knock because they might be trying to infect you or give you a subpoena. Either way, you can't risk it. But with that being said, guys, it's time to get into our stuff we found this week. That's right. So this week I found some fun stuff that'll hopefully get some stuff off your mind. You know, I'm trying to keep things fun and light here because that's what we like to do. So the first thing I found here is it's 13 historical sex facts you definitely didn't learn in school. Yeah, you don't learn sex facts in school. You learn that woman gets pregnant if you touch their hand. Right? That's what everybody learned in school, right? Right? Catholic school, right? No, I didn't go to Catholic school either. But yeah, so here's some sex facts. Like, and most of these are historical ones, as it says in the title. So let's check it out. 1600 BCE, Egyptian women soaked cotton in a mixture of fruits, honey, and dates as a DUI spermicide they would put in their vaginas. That's right. Dude, Egyptians were getting fucking down. They were getting down so hard that women are like, yo, we need some cotton with some fucking remedy up in our snatch so we don't have to birth any more of these slaves. We don't want to contribute to the problem anymore. We don't want these kids to build this pyramid. If it runs out, they'll be fine. I just love that people for thousands of years have been like, God hates when people aren't reproducing, and yet the Egyptians and all that, every culture is trying to figure out how can we fuck and not deal with the consequences. The Spartans did the same thing, and people are like, well, they didn't have birth control. Yeah, the Spartans didn't have birth control because they just fucked, and they just send their sons off to fucking learn how to be warriors, and then they got molested by their captains. Yeah. It's what happened. Spartans got tricked out. They turn out their soldiers. Spartans just turned out their soldiers. That's why they were just like, I will fight until I die, because they were hoping they would die. They were like, get me out of the butt fucking. The next fact is 700 BC. Ancient Greeks going off to war gave their wives bread dildos. Or Olsi Boki likes to state they always away. Hey, Isabel, come here. I'm yelling at my littlest dog. Isabel, hey, come here. This is weird. This is not good audio. You're ruining the podcast. Are you happy? Come here. Hey, come here. You're ruining the podcast. Stop it. I should have put him back in the kennels for a little bit. Whatever. Lay down. Up. Whatever. Isabel, stop. Be good. But yeah, ancient Greeks used to give their wives dildos made of bread. That's where the first yeast infection happened. Just that moldy bread getting up in women's vaginas. Thanks, Greeks. You gave us fucking astrology, math, and fucking yeast infections. God damn it. All right. 54 BC. Cleopatra is said to have filled a papyrus box with bees to use as a vibrator. Oh, hell yeah. Cleopatra was just trying to get fucked by bees, yo. That's when she is the original. Oh my God, Cleopatra is the original queen bee, guys. She's the original queen bee. She would just get a fucking nest of them it just like they'd make her honey, so she'd have like the gold nectar of the bees to trade, and then she'd just have those bees get her off. She's drizzling honey on them titties, and then fucking putting that bee box just that's fucking wild. she what's So those bees are always hate fucking her, right? Because in order to get them buzzing and get that box shaking a little bit, she'd have to fill it with bees and then just fucking shake it a little bit, get them kind of pissed off, right? Yeah, Cleopatra is always having angry bee sex. Let's see here. 1200 AD, Chinese men start using a bunch of crazy shit like cock rings during the Jin Dynasty. Plus, they are recorded instances of using goat eyelids with the eyelashes still intact for clitoral stimulation of female partners. Eventually, in the 1600s, cock rings made of ivory and jade started appearing, and some of them even had dragons with fork tongues carved into them, kind of like the proto-rabbit, if you will. Oh my god, that's awesome. Like, Chinese people, there was like cock rings. We got to last longer, and we got to create some shit to put on our dicks. How many, like, archaeologists were just like digging in ancient China, trying to like uncover the missing cities and all that stuff? They're like, oh my god, I found a jade ring. It looks like one point there was a Chinese man who was a giant. Look at the size of this finger. It fits around my it fits around my wrist. Just some Chinese dude with a fucking thick hammer back in the fucking 1300. Just fucking walking around the forest, just nailing your broads with a fucking bracelet that doubles as a cock ring. Hell yeah, dude. Go Chinese people. Yeah. Long and rich history they have. In France, men sometimes are made to jerk off in front of the court of law in order to prove they can't get it up. They're just fucking jacking off in the goddamn... I'll tell you what, that gives swift justice more like stiff justice. They'd have to put one of those powder wigs on their balls. They had a merkin powder wig. Hell yeah, dude. The court systems in France must have been wild. Can that still be a thing? Can you still have to try to jerk off? Let's see here. 1450 for mention of the merkin. Oh my god, I brought up merkin, didn't even see it. The first mention of the merkin popped up in the Oxford Company of the Body. There are two general theories of why merkins were needed back in the day. One, that the protuberous had to shave their values to combine the pubic lice. Oh, and they didn't want to look like they were actively trying to avoid pubic lice. Oh, that's prostitutes. Man, my brain is dumb. One is that prostitutes had to shave their vulvas to combat pubic lice, and they didn't want it to look like they were trying to avoid pubic lice. And the second is that the merkin was worn by prostitutes to cover up signs of syphilis. Man, oh my god. Oh, that's crazy, because the whole reason, like, the whole powder wig started with dudes and stuff is because their hair was falling out from syphilis. So women were wearing these merkins to cover up the fact they had syphilis, and then these dudes were like, no, it's a fashion statement, bruh. Like, I'm covering up my, like, what are you talking about? I love this powder wig. I look cool as shit. I shaved my head because I wanted to look cool as shit. I'm not losing it because I have syphilis. And they were losing their fucking pubic hair because of the syphilis. Damn. So you got to cover from the top to the bottom if you want nobody to know you have syphilis. 1790 to 1809, Napoleon was said to have written his wife, Josephine, home in 8 days, don't wash. Resident psychologist said good vibrations. Oh my God. So Napoleon just liked him dirty. Dirty girl. He's a dirty girl. Hell yeah. Good for him. Good for him. He knows what he likes. There's still people into that. I'm sure you can find that. Stank porn. Give me some of that stank porn, dude. They should make. They should bring back the old scratch and sniff movies. They tried to do that, I think, in like the '80s, early '90s, where they had like where it was like a scratch sheet, and like when you were watching a movie, there'd be a number that popped up in the corner, and you'd scratch it so you could smell what was happening in that scene. They should do that for porns. I think if you could definitely get that adopted in the porn world. Scratch and sniff porn will be a thing in the future. I'm telling you, it's definitely going to be a thing. You know what I'm saying? Well, guys, there's plenty more of these facts that you guys should check out. But but I think what you really want to check out is punninggame.com. That's right, punninggame.com, guys, is where you can find everything we've ever done on the website. You got Fun Pun Gaming archives. You got the shows that are running still to this day. Who Gives a F? Monster Jamboree. You got the Grove podcast. And not to mention, we have the Pun and Game shop where you can buy all the different merch for the different shows on the website and a little bit of references from each show. So check on that. Don't forget to use promo code NWTPOD. That's NWT Pod for free shipping at checkout at teespring.com. That's where we run our merch site out of. So check all that stuff out. I don't have any stand-up dates, obviously, so I apologize for that. But it is what it is. And I'm going to keep trying to bring you this podcast every other week. Me and Nate still going to be doing Who Gives a F every week, so keep checking that out. I really appreciate you guys always checking this out. I appreciate it. Much love. And remember, shake them bees if you want to get a good off. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you get off by shaking them bees.